Shalom friends, live from Israel, from Bet Shemesh. It's Isru Chag here, Sukkot, or Shmini Atzeret, finished last night with Simchat Torah, so naturally it's called Isru Chag. And friends, I want to share with you an idea from the Talmud, the Jerusalem Talmud, coming from Masechet, Ketubot, we're in page number 105. That is Kuf Hey in Hebrew, respectively. So what's going on here, friends? Friends, it's talking about a case about Rabbi Yosef. He was basically a great rabbi at the time of the Talmud, and many of his students beseeched him and begged him to pray. There was a shortage of food, and they were very hungry, a lot of the people were. However, he refused to pray for it. And we see many cases in the Talmud where the people will pray for rain, like Choni Ma'agel, and then it will be provided, and famines could stop. However, he refused to pray, and he based it on the prophet Elisha. Why on Elisha? Because Elisha, at the time when Elisha was a prophet, there was also a famine, and people were hungry, so hungry. And even when he left his students, after teaching them, there were 2,200 of his students on his table eating. So many students were left hungry. However, he refused to pray. And just like Rabbi Yosef, he said that if Elisha the prophet wouldn't pray necessarily for a specific famine, why should I? And the people were hungry. So it's perplexing, this is. What's going on here, friends? So there's a commentator named Maharsha that speaks about differences, because we do see many cases where there were famines, and people did, a lot of the Rabbanim did pray. We see in Masechet that it was very common. They instituted fasts and davened very precisely, and it was provided. God provided the rain. But over here, in these cases, they refused to pray. So on these cases where there were famines, it wasn't like a life threat at this stage in time. It was just a food shortage. There was a food lacking, and the prayer of the rabbi wasn't necessarily the main key item at this stage in time. It was upon themselves to do teshuvah and to daven themselves, and Hashem will answer them, because it wasn't a life threat over here, the famine. But in those cases where they did pray for rain, which we do see a lot of the rabbis in the Talmud, in Masechet, where they did daven for the rainfalls to come, at that stage in time, Hashem did answer it. It was a life threat at that stage in time where they needed the rain, the people did. They needed it to grow the crops. It was critical. So the Rabbanim unequivocally prayed at that stage in time. We learn that that's the chiluk, the difference we see from the Gemara in Masechet Ketubot and Masechet Tanit over here. In Masechet Tanit, it was critical. So the rabbis did pray. They did gather institutions and to pray very hardly, and the rain was provided. But over here, it wasn't critical. It was just a shortage, and the people, the students themselves, could bring the tefillah themselves, and Hashem would answer them. Guys, I want to wish you a fantastic day and a fantastic week, and enjoy. I'm going to keep up these videos every single day. Have a great day, guys. Bye.